Hey, before I start this video, I just want to say that my voice is a little raspy because I got a little carried away cheering for my school's wrestling team. I apologize in advance. As many of you probably know, YouTube can be a pretty lucrative hobby and even a job if you can manage to make it one. One of the most important components in making YouTube a job is having lots of videos for people to watch, although I think this is mostly common knowledge. Content farming is important, especially in the commentary space of YouTube, as it's really easy to run out of video ideas. However, some people take the term content farm and only hear the farm part of it and have big money symbols shoot from their eyes like a cartoon. What are we to do, Hyrule? I hear you saying. But do not fear, my child. Unless you've been living under a rock lately or rarely involve yourself in the drama space of YouTube, you probably know about a movement in ideology as of late, where many YouTubers and influencers have been being called out for blatantly stealing content, most famously Sissa Sniper Wolf, and the problems that Jax Films had with her taking other users' content to use in videos, doing less than the bare minimum to make her video transformative, and giving absolutely no credit, only for her to make much more of a profit off of other people's hard work than they could have ever dreamed of. Well, I'd like to talk about another situation like this in a bit of a shorter video for you guys who don't have the attention span or time for a 20-minute video. Nicholas Holiday, or NoDamage, is an influencer that primarily makes short form content on several websites like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Before this, though, Nick was writing scores for films and may have been a music producer on the side. His part is sort of like a chicken and the egg type of situation, but all you need to know is that he wrote scores for movies and he also produced music. And from what I understand, he probably made only like $3,000 according to my estimation and some numbers from Spotify. Going back to his earliest videos on YouTube in the magical time of 2015, we can find several different electronic style songs with really well-made videos such as The Temple or Between the Lines, and his most popular, with almost 1 million streams on Spotify, Red Summer. Nick has even made teasers for some of these videos, hinting at the fact that he really enjoyed the pleasure of making music. This, however, didn't really seem to pan out for him, and he likely saw little to no success within the music industry, which isn't really surprising considering how competitive it is to find an audience and build a brand as an up-and-coming producer, especially in Hollywood like him. But it's okay, because Nick is actually a pretty talented individual. If you watch the music videos for the songs he's produced, they actually seem pretty well made, as I said earlier. All of these were directed by himself, and he really does have a talent for cinematography, not to mention producing and even VFX, which he also dabbles in. I'd like to state that I can't really play any of the clips from his videos, since doing that would put me at risk of getting a copyright strike, which for bigger YouTubers is fine. All they have to do is cry on Twitter about it. But I have like 8 followers over there, all of which I'm pretty sure are just art shillers. Yeah. Anyway, it isn't unlikely he'll send me a strike for this video if I include any clips of his videos. So for my sake, I'm just going to show you the thumbnail and name of the video I'm talking about, and you can watch it yourself if you want to have better context to what I'm talking about. At this point, I think I should also mention that Nick has this sort of odd hyperfixation on the backrooms. I'm not sure why, but every chance he gets, he talks about the backrooms in his videos, which, I mean, I get that. I put like 1,000 hours into Minecraft within like 3 months back in 2021. Yeah. Nick has made at least one short film. I couldn't find any others, which honestly seems pretty well made for an indie sort of video. This video was sort of backrooms-esque, and especially the intro is really well done. So at this point, you're probably thinking, why am I even talking about Nick right now if he's such a talented individual after just mentioning Sniper Wolf? Well, it's because all of the things that I've talked about so far isn't really what he's known for. Nick started making short form content back in May of 2022. These shorts were typically centered around movies and just consisted of him saying what the video was and then doing absolutely nothing above eating popcorn or drinking a soda while a clip played above him. I know I didn't really describe that well, but if you go and look at the video, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, legitimately no effort whatsoever. And while I'm not a fan of this content style, there really isn't anything wrong with it. We all know these movies, they're super popular, and it's really just a bit of brain rot. We all love brain rot. But yeah, nothing wrong with these. The problem is, we go to today, and the videos he makes are much worse. NoDamage has involved himself in a genre of short-form content that I would like to call the narrators, or the yappers. as many people in his comment section have pointed out. These creators' video format is pretty much just find a video that's going viral today and narrate everything that happens in it. Can't narrate what's happening because it's so basic? Just say, wow, isn't that cool? Or that's so crazy, guys. What do you think about this? And then if literally none of that works, just do a Google search and summarize an article or two to give context to something that's happening, which I will admit is literally the only time he or anyone that does this format of videos provides anything at all to the original video, which he also almost never credits. In this video, the only thing he actually provides context-wise is that these clams taste sweet and tender, and they are found in low tide areas, but also they can't bite because they don't have jaws or mandibles, which I can't even really say is context because all clams lack jaws. And even saying that is giving him more credit than he deserves because in his video, he said bitey things. What? This is the first video from NoDamage that I ever saw, and it honestly left me really angry. Not only did he sit there and explain every little detail of what was happening right in front of me like I was a literal toddler. Maybe that's because that's who these videos are made for. And then on top of all of that, he lied about the video, then didn't give any proper credit. So I went to the comments to see if anyone else shared these feelings, and sure enough, comment after comment, people telling Nick to credit this person's diligent work in making this incredible piece of art. And he freaking responded to dozens of them, telling them over and over that they need to do their research on his video because he had no idea who the person was that he stole from. That's until someone else in his comment section found the original creator and posted their socials. And I honestly could not believe this part, but the guy's video he stole is on YouTube. I honestly have no idea how Nick could possibly be in the predicament where he has no idea where the clip he stole came from, to be honest, other than that he was actively trying to hide their channel. But here we are. Anyway, on top of everything that just happened, he still didn't give proper credit. And instead, he just pinned a comment telling everyone to go and search for this person's comment that actually gave the proper credit. And it seemed like he got even more hate for this because after all of that, he finally put the person's channel in the title of this video that he stole from them. Jesus Christ, dude. And as I said just a little while ago, none of the yappers almost ever give credit to the original creator, and that is the single biggest problem with these types of videos. Reaction content like this can be extremely helpful to smaller creators to help their channel grow if the proper fucking credit is given. If you do not give credit, you are actively taking away from the viewership of the creators that you have built your entire platform on. I know this should be at the beginning of the video, but I would still like to say, please do not harass Nick for any reason. These videos are really scummy, but he's not the only person doing it, and I do think Nick is a talented individual that has only been led to the path of destruction through brain rot and low effort content. I know this is usually the part where you would click off of a video, but maybe don't just yet. I'd like to thank everybody for all of the support lately. It's really been incredible how supportive you guys have been of the videos and the channel lately. I just can't thank you enough. It's really an honor to be able to make these videos for you guys and provide some sort of entertainment. And I'd just like to properly thank everybody who's shown support on the last couple of videos. It really means a lot to me. If you made it to this point in the video, then you probably like my videos or you fell asleep while you were watching. If you're the former, then, consider leaving a like, perhaps subscribing, and even leaving a comment. I do read every single comment. Even if I don't really respond to it, I will see it, unless, somehow I get like 10,000 comments, which isn't really possible, but But with that, my name is Hyrugel, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!